Now let us see the causes of water pollution one by one. As rain reaches the river and lakes, it becomes more impure as sand and mud gets mixed with it. However, there are many human activities which also increase the water pollution. Hey children, till now what did we study? Saying that when the water starts dropping down from the cloud in the atmosphere, the air which is present, which is having lots of impurity, gets mixed to the water. That impure water, still when it falls down and when it reaches the ground, it is again contaminated. It gets more impure. And how is that? We have on the ground, we have lots of sand, correct? We have mud, all these things also get mixed in the water. See, nowadays whenever it's raining heavy and when you travel here and there, wherever you see some standing water or river water, do you see it as crystal clear? Do you see blue in color? Yes. Or do you see transparency? No. You always see the brown water running and flowing. Why is that so? Because the rainwater which has fallen on the ground is again getting mixed with the mud present on the surface of the earth. However, it's only these two things are not the reasons for making the water impure. The impurities of air plus the mud and sand on the earth. But there are many other human activities which also are adding the major part of water pollution. We also pollute the water. Do you agree with that? Now let us see how do we do that. Have you not seen people washing clothes and taking in the river water? We see, right? Many places, the cities, which are the villages, which are on the banks of the rivers. What do? They usually take the bucket of clothes, and they go into the river and wash the clothes and come from there. So the soap, the dirt of the clothes, where do they get mixed in? They will get mixed in the river, and the same river water is supplied to your houses. Yes. Also, we have seen some people taking bath in the rivers, right? People enjoy taking baths in the river. They not just take swimming or something, they take soap and everything and take proper bath in the river water. Do you think it's a good idea? No, right? We are again contaminating, because we should again remember the same water is supplied to us, correct? And one more thing, this is what you have also seen, that people, they give bath to their kettles in the river water itself. They do not. So what is the good thing to do? Take the water in the buckets and use it the other way around, not directly in the river water, because all the dirts and everything are actually getting mixed in the river water. This river water is a major source of fresh water on the land for our human consumption. Even though your ocean water, it's available for around 75% on the earth, but still we cannot use it for our consumptions. You're very well aware about it, right? But then these fresh waters, what are we doing? We are again contaminating. Is it because of the nature? No, but it is because of our human activities only. Secondly, we have seen people throwing domestic waste in the river. What do? We always collect the domestic waste. Where do we want to throw? If we throw on land, it is someone else's land. If we throw, they'll object. But river, it's a nation river, right? Who is there to ask? So what do? We directly take it and we throw it in the rivers, flowing water. We always saying that the river water is keep flowing. Whatever we are putting in that, it gets dissolved or it keeps on moving somewhere else. We are on the safer side. Is it a good activity? No, right? Mostly what do we throw? Whatever normal, like when we do prayers, temple prayers, we do puja at home. So all those flowers and the puja waste, whatever is residue, whichever is left out of the puja, what do? We put it everything in a polythene bag, tie it, and we throw in the river. Is it a good idea? Is it a good activity? No, right? So we should never throw the domestic waste in the river. Again, as I keep repeating, the same river water is getting supplied to us, to our taps in our houses for our consumption. So imagine you're throwing the dust and the domestic waste, everything, the water which you yourself are going to consume. Also, one of the major factor of polluting the water is the waste materials and harmful chemicals which are coming out of the factories are dumped in the river water. These big companies, they have lots of waste, okay, waste materials. So where do they dump? They cannot dump it in any on the land surface of anybody else because they will object, right? But who is the owner of the river? We ourselves are the owner, but who is supposed to ask? Is it not we are the major factor of polluting the river waters? It's not just river water, maybe a lake or maybe a pond, any lake also, we do the same thing. Water from drainage and sewage goes into the river. We all use washrooms, we all take bath. Where does this water goes? In big cities, see, in the small villages, small cities, whatever we are using for our bathing and all, and whatever goes into the drainage, actually a smaller quantity, it goes inside the underground water. But then now, what they do it, these big agency systems are connected through pipelines, and where do they end up? They again end up in river water itself. And one of major factor, see, we all know farmers grow crops, correct? Yes. We are also aware that these crops and the grains which are grown on these crops are prone to insects, right? Lots of insects attack. To save the crops from insects, what the farmers use? They use chemicals, fertilizer, right? Insecticides, pesticides, all these things. Because this helps the production of their crops. But when the complete field, such big, huge areas of farming are sprayed with these chemical fertilizers and pesticides, when the rainfall happens, as we have already known that rain, after the rainwater, it washes out the dust, dirt, everything present on the trees, plants, and everywhere, correct? Yes. The chemicals which are sprinkled all over the crops are also getting washed away. Yes. With the wash away, these chemicals and fertilizers, they do get mixed with the water. Yes, the rainwater, and it keeps with the flow of the water. And these chemical flows into the lakes or rivers after getting mixed with the rainwater, and rainwater ends up into rivers only, right? So when they are traveling from the fields, farms, and they reach up to the river, they carry all the dirts and these chemicals also. Another way around, these ocean waters, they are in danger because of the oil tankers. See, big we all use oils, cooking oils and vehicle oils, some other there. How do we get it? From underground. How do we get it? Mostly we get it from imported, right? We get it from other countries also. How they supply to us? They supply through big ships. So these big ships, what they do, they carry lots of oil in that by an accidental way or by some leakage. What happens? These oils present in the tankers are spilled in the oceans. Yes, oil spilled by the tankers and oil wells which travel through seaways, they also pollute the sea water. So these oils, now an activity for your people. Everybody has to take a small amount of oil, maybe a spoon of oil, and pour it in the water and just observe whether it gets mixed or whether it will be floating on the surface only. It does not get mixed with the water. It actually keeps floating on the top layer of the water. So what happens with that? These oils, they do pollute the water. Can you drink a glass of water pouring a spoon of oil? No, right? The same way, if these oils, which is in huge quantity, gets mixed in the ocean water, is it not polluting it? Yes, it is polluting it. Now let us see what are the effects of these water pollution. Now, till now we have seen what are the different factors which is polluting water. Now, after water getting polluted, how is it going to harm us? How is it affecting? Let us see that. After pollution, has many effects. Some of the harmful effects of water pollution are poisonous chemicals from factories kill marine animal. As I said, there is a life under the water also. Plants are there, lots of marine animals are there, fishes and everything. So what happens when these poisonous chemicals which are coming from the factories, crops, all these things, when they get mixed in the river water, the animals and the plants which are present in these rivers, they are killed because of these poisonous chemicals. The industrial and the agricultural waste increases the growth of microorganism in the water. This can reduce the supply of oxygen for the aquatic. See, when we these crops and all these chemicals they get mixed in the water. How do they affect the aquatic animal? See, every living organisms need oxygen. So these chemicals which gets mixed in the water, they reduce the supply of oxygen. They reduce the supply of oxygen to the water, and hence these aquatic animals, when they do not get enough oxygen, they obviously die out of it. And oil spills which are spilled out of the tankers, what they do, they cover the surface of the water. As I said, they do not mix it, but they become a cover. They float on the top of the surface of the water. So what again these also do, what they do is they also cut off the supply of oxygen to the animals living underwater. Now see, as we said, saying that when these impurities gets mixed in the water, the animals also suffer. Yes. Now we human eat lots of seafood, correct? So these aquatic plants and animals which are getting infected because of this polluted water, when the other animals eat these infected animals or plants, they also become sick. Animals also eat it, we human also eat it. If we eat these infected animals, infected aquatic animals, what happens? We also become sick. Plus, when the polluted water is used for irrigation, the fertility of soil gets reduced and the crops get damaged, right? When this contaminated, impure water is supplied to your fields and farms for growing crops, they damage the fertility of the soil. If the soil is fertile, your crops grow properly. If the necessary nutrients in the soil, if they get damaged because of the impure water, your fertility of soil reduces, and also it gives the crop a big time damage. Also, we should not, and what happen, we should not drink these impure waters. Otherwise, we also fall sick out of it. So children, until this, we have been studying now how to prevent about these water pollution, how to prevent the water pollution. We will be learning about it in our next video. Until then, please do keep watching these videos. If you have any doubt, please do let me know. Until then, bye-bye.